It's time to turn your life-challenging moments into life-changing messages. Welcome to the Power Lift Stories podcast, where we are interviewing women whose stories will leave you lifted up, fired up, and fueled up with hope, courage, and inspiration. We want to thank our sponsor, Powerful Journey, who helps women tell their stories, write their books, and building a profitable brand around both. Join the masterclass or the Speakers Academy at phyllisjenkins.com. That is PHYLLISJENKINS.com. Now here's your host, Phyllis Jenkins.
Welcome to the Power Lift Stories podcast. I am Phyllis Jenkins, your host. I am the founder of the Powerful Journey organization, where we also have our Authors Academy classes. And we are having today a book reveal party with Betty Werner, and all of her family and friends are here to cheer her on. So Betty, excited for you. People are still coming in, so I'm going to let them in, but we are going to continue. So Betty, right now, we're going to have you to open up your box and reveal your book.
Here we go. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. I can't believe it's here. It's finally here.
Oh, we are so excited.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh.
So how does it feel, Betty?
It feels amazing. It's a labor of love that has come to fruition, and I hope it inspires and it gives people hope. Oh.
Well, I've read it, and I know that it is going to give hope to every reader who picks that book up and read it. And at this moment, I would like for your friends and your family to introduce themselves to our audience and just give you a word of congratulations.
Well, I will start. I'm her husband, Dennis. Betty knows me. Congratulations, honey. It's been long going, but you made it. And your next book, I can't wait to see that one also. It'll come out in a couple of years. Heavenly Creations.
One at a time.
Congrats.
Thank you,
That's
Dennis.
great. All right, just jump in there.
Can anybody hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We do hear you.
This is amazing. I'm so proud of you, my Yaya queen.
Thank you, Nina. It wouldn't have happened without you, and you're such a big witness to everything. So thank you for walking with me.
It was my honor to be there in her last moments, Betty. You know that. That was very important to me. You are a wonderful daughter to her. Your book will be a tribute to her and her memory. And we all love and think of her often.
Thank you. Thank you for those words. It's amazing. I knew I was going to cry. I have tissues.
Me too.
Well, I think your tears of joy they're contagious, because I see several that are wiping tears.
I'll go next. So Betty, when you told me that your book was published, I was so excited because I remember when you had the drafts and you hadn't even finished all of the chapters, and I had the chance to read the first few chapters that you put together, and I just remember feeling so I don't know, filled up, not excitement, you know what I mean, but it just kind of like it touched my heart to see how all the things that happened and how you cared for your mom, all the different things that you went through. And I just really loved reading the first few chapters that you had. And I know Nina helped kind of bring it all to the end, but I was just so excited that it was done and published. I'm just so proud of you. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know. You were one of the first that I shared this story with, and just trying to grasp for help wherever I could as far as my writing was concerned, which needed a lot of work. So I appreciate, everything all your comments and everything you did for me, Sonia. I really do.
Well, it was my pleasure. My pleasure. So
You're an awesome girlfriend. Oh, I have awesome friends and family, so I'm blessed beyond measure.
Congratulations, Betty. I'm your daughter, Amy.
Yay, Amy.
I think I read the book in like 3 days. It was so, it just made me want to keep reading and keep reading. So you did a really good job. And like I said to you before, that, I see her in you. So it's nice to still basically have part of her with us, which is you. I love you.
Thank you, Amy. Oh, that means the world to me. I love you too. And what a better tribute than to have a little piece of her in me, She lives on. I know it. She does.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Tears of joy.
Yep.
Hi guys, this is Holly and Chloe. Sorry we were muted and we had the camera off. We were eating dinner. We figured you didn't want to see us chowing down.
That's okay.
But I am Betty's daughter-in-law and Chloe is Betty's granddaughter. And David is flying right now, otherwise he'd be here with us. And Ethan is at school. But we just wanted to say that we are so proud of you, and we know how long that it took to get this going, and you never gave up. Lots of dedication, and we're super proud of you, and we love you.
Thank
And we
you.
have Champ. Yeah, and we have Champ. He was in the book.
Yep. Those are the owners of Champ.
Yes.
And he's part of the story. Yes.
Yes. I would pick him up and show you him, but he's kind of grumpy now. He's 14 years old and he doesn't like to be picked up anymore. So, but he's here.
Yes.
Proud of you, Abu.
Hi, Chloe.
Love you.
I love you too, darling. Thanks for chiming in this moment in my life. It's epic.
Betty, I just want to say that I don't even know what to say. Son tantos años together, the journey. I love your mom as if she was my mom. All those nights together, sleepovers, high school. And I'm just like overwhelmed. I don't have words. I'm so proud of you. I know this was amazing, your publication. And, I'm just so in awe of all you've done and all you've been able to do. And especially you were just the super best daughter that your mother could have. And you're the best friend and sister anybody could have. And I love you with all my heart. So, muchas bendiciones.
Thank you, Carol. Likewise, darling. I'm lucky to have you as my best friend. We go way back. Way back. It's a blessing to be able to have loyal friends like you. So thank you for your support, Carol. I mean, you were there for me every day. The phone call with a thought, you know, making me laugh, cheering me on.
Sarah just wrote a message saying she's very proud of you, Abu. I love you so much, and I'm very blessed to see this journey you are on.
Oh, that's my
Thank you,
Sarah.
Sonia.
Since
I was
she's
gonna
in a
pipe
meeting,
in.
She can't do it. She can't talk.
Hi, it's Susan, one of Betty's other daughters, and the mother of Sarah, her granddaughter. Her other granddaughter, Caitlin, is on here too. I think she's also in the middle of a meal. But sorry, it's noisy here. Betty, I'm so proud of you. I'm just amazed when I got it in the mail. It was almost surreal to open a package and see your name on print. So I've started reading it. I haven't finished. Kind of want to savor it. I want to read it in just little chunks and just savor the whole thing. But congratulations. What an amazing accomplishment. And I love you so much.
Thank you. And thank you. Thank you. Yep, I couldn't have done it without you guys either. You know, you were all there for me at the end, and that meant a lot. Surely did. So
Betty, I just want to jump in and say congratulations. I didn't know your mom, and you and I have, had a bit of time before we reconnected recently for me to actually hear that you had come through and finalized your book. And I'm just really excited for you to have completed your dream and how fun. And I appreciate your inviting, some of us here tonight. I love being able to hear not only sharing your excitement, but also get to hear the support that you've had from all of your family and how beautiful that is. So I'm just really excited and grateful that your dream has come true, and God bless you going forward, girl.
I appreciate that, Amy. You know,
Absolutely.
that we walk with Christ and we're just here as vessels to share his story, you know. He's in all of this. This is his work, not mine.
Mm-hmm. I look forward to reading it.
Yeah. This is all him. Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh. But I'm glad you chimed in, Amy.
Absolutely. Glad I was able to.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, hello, I'm here. Hola, Titi.
Hola, Lua.
Hola. I'm Betty's niece from Puerto Rico. And I think I'm calling on behalf of my family. We're so happy for you that you completed this dream, and excited as well, because I know it's something very magical that you have written in words, and we're so happy that Grandma could stay with you her last years. I know she was very loved and take care. So, mandame un libro.
For sure, Luita. Thank you for those words. Yep. I'm glad that you got to share some time with her before she passed on. You know, Irma blew you over here. Or was it Maria? It was Irma, right?
I think it was Maria, but before that we were there. I think in Thanksgiving or something. I no me acuerdo.
Yeah. Well,
Bueno, love you.
I love you too, Lua. Thank you for
Bye,
chiming.
besito. Claro.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Vivian. Betty, congratulations.
Thank you, Vivian.
When I saw your email blast about the book, I had this flash in my head of a bunch of women sitting on a dock at some place in Maryland where we all ran away for a weekend, and we were at the end of the dock eating dinner or something. I don't know. We're in a group and circle of chairs, and you just said, we're talking about the yayas and all this stuff. And you just said, I'm going to write a book. And we all said, okay. And here you are. That is so amazing. I am so proud of you. I'm sitting here crying with everybody else. I'm sending you big hugs. Congratulations. I can't wait to read it. Betty's mother taught me how to salsa in her living room. I don't know how many countless of nights that we spent in your living room with your mother, hanging out with the yayas.
You did
I
love
love her.
Fun, that's for sure. She loved the party. Many summers, yes. Yeah. Thank you, Vivian, for those words. Yeah, I remember distinctly. My yayas loved her, that's for sure. She was loved by everybody that met her, so I truly am blessed to have had a mother like her.
Betty, the best part about all of this is the book will be here for generations and generations and generations, so that many others can read and feel the love that is shared in the book.
True that. It's up there now for all time. So yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Is there anyone else that wants to share before Betty and I start our one-on-one interview?
I wanted to say hi real quick. Hi, Abu. I was watching you open it as I cooked dinner. And I wanted to say that I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to read it. I saw my mom had a copy when I was home recently, and I'm looking forward to reading it and seeing that the story that you put out. And I'm so happy for you. And I love
Thank you, Caitlin. I love you too. Thank you, Caitlin. I hope you read it too. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, I know I will.
It's gonna bless you.
So for those of you who haven't purchased the book yet, I'm sure Betty has some, but you can also go to Amazon and either key in Betty's name or the title of the book, and you can order from there as well. But Betty, I'm sure you have some copies that you want to autograph, and they can get them from you.
Absolutely. I just got my box of my authored copies. So I know a lot of people just jumped on the bandwagon before I even got this in the mail, and were anxious to support me, and I appreciate that. I really do. So thank you. Thank you for backing me up. And I hope you get something from it. It's a labor of love, so it goes out there with love and with blessings, and it's got its own special anointing, especially for caregivers. So that's how it went out. You look so pretty, Nina.
Well, we want to thank everyone for coming on and celebrating with Betty as she opens her box of books. And we would like to go on now, and we'll have everyone. I'm actually going to pause the video. Okay, so you saw it here. Betty Werner revealed her book to her family and friends, and they had just a wonderful time cheering her on. And so now you get to know a little bit more about Betty, and as we go into our one-on-one interview. So Betty Werner, who is in Florida, correct? What city?
Orlando.
Okay, she's in Orlando, Florida. And Betty, I would like for you to, at this moment, just tell a little about yourself, and then from there, share your backstory. Why did you write your book? Hold it up again so that our audience can see it, and tell them the title of the book.
Okay, well, my name is Elizabeth Werner, but they call me Betty. I come from a large family, 6 siblings. I'm married for 30 plus years, and I have 5 children and 5 grandchildren that I adore. And we've lived in Orlando for the past 7 years. And one of the reasons we moved here was so that we could bring my mom from Puerto Rico and help take care of her for her last years, because she was already, in her 90s, in need of constant care. And we created a space for her so that she could, be loved and taken care of in the way that she took care of her mother and her parents. And I always knew I would take care of her. So it was just stepping up to the call and embracing.
And what an honor that is to care for a parent, especially, after they have cared for us in our younger years. We get to turn the tables and help to take care of them. Would you share with our listeners the title of your book, and tell why you wrote the book?
The title of my book is Heaven Through Her Eyes. And this book is about my journey in the last years of taking care of her, the journey that I chose to undertake and say yes to and embrace. I wrote this book because God was pushing me to do it. I never thought I would write this book. I always thought I'd write a cookbook or something. That was my, it might still come out.
Yes,
Everybody wants it. Called Heavenly Creations. I never thought I would write a book about my mom, about heaven and seeing heaven through her eyes, which I did. I guess the intention of this book personally, other than being obedient to God and to his call for me to write it, was because through embracing that call, I realized that that we battle constantly in our minds this duality, this ego versus self, this selfishness versus selflessness, this living from our flesh or living from our spirit. And this book is written where it shows both, the ugly and the nice, the flesh and the spirit, and how I personally struggled through them in taking care of her. But I learned that this is the cross that we bear with Christ, in life. And I learned that it takes a constant surrender, to his will. It takes a lot of prayer, a lot of devotion, a lot of walking close with him in order to surpass all the negative thoughts that we think, all the negative feelings that we process, when we're taking care of a loved one, when when we are confronted with the not knowing, the uncertainty of life, and all the choices that we have to make, that which we believe is in our control of, finding the best care for them, finding the resources, the tools to make them comfortable in their last days, when they're bedridden. It's finding a way for their last days to be happy and to be full of love and caring. This it's unconditional love that you provide, and this book is about how we process that, how I process that, and how I learned that, unless I'm with him, unless I'm walking close with God, I couldn't have done it alone. I couldn't have done it. He's the one that gives us the strength. He's the one that gives us the hope. When we trust in him, is that he shows his faithfulness to us. It's Christ in us that is the hope of glory, right? So, right. I wanted to express that, how, we need to discern which voices are the ones that we're listening to in our head. If we listen to the negative voices, it can spiral us down. We have to be constantly with him and feeding our soul with his word, so that he gives us that hope that we can hang on to, that we can hold on to.
Absolutely, I agree
Move
with
forward.
that. Reading God's word daily is like fuel, putting fuel into us to help us to refresh and to energize us. So what would you say, Betty, to a woman that's listening, or a caretaker that's taking care of a parent, and they're struggling and tired, and what would you say to that person right now to offer hope?
Well, I would say that, that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and God is our light.
Yes,
he is the shining light at the end of the dark tunnel. Walk close to him, just surrender everything at his feet, because, we think we have control, but we really don't, and when we trust in him, then he can guide us. He can shower us with the gifts of his spirit, of patience and kindness. And he gives us that strength to be able to endure, the loss or the unrecognition or all that it contains, to care, all that it takes to care for a loved one that, can't care for themselves,
Yes.
It's hard.
I was looking at the chapters in your book today, and if you would just open up your book and read the chapter titles to our audience so that they can get a taste of what's in the book, and then we will have you to share 3 key takeaways and let them know how they can purchase the book, order the book.
Okay. In my book, I have the chapters are Anticipating the Need, The Loss of Freedom, Surrendering to the Reality, Mourning in Advance, Help Arrived, Last Day Revelations, angels in the room, prayers from the heart, a messenger from God, prayers over her, connecting with family, her last words, present in body but not in soul, home at last, the epiphany, getting her ashes, and God's insistent call that led me to write this book. Her eulogy and her obituary are also in there that describe a little bit about her.
And what is your beautiful mother's name?
Her name is Hilda Huffman Vélez.
Hilda Huffman, and it is indeed a beautiful love story. And for anyone who is a caretaker, or if you know of someone who is a caretaker, this book will really help to guide them and to lift that load a little as you read Betty's journey as she was a caretaker for her mom. I know that when I read the book, it brought back memories from when I was helping to care for my dad. And there were moments, Betty, where I just stopped and reminisced, and it took me there, which was okay. It was okay. And so what would you like to leave with our listeners today? What 3 key points would you like for them to walk away with? And then we're going to let you all know how you can purchase the book.
I guess my three key takeaways would be, don't be afraid to embrace the call. We're not perfect. We're all diamonds in the rough. Mm-hmm. But through our trials and our sufferings, that's how God polishes us. And he keeps polishing these facets until we're going to shine bright like a diamond and give him the glory. Mm-hmm. Surrender everything at the feet of Jesus. Just put it all there, because he will guide you. He loves you. He sees you. He's always with you. And he's our source of strength and hope. So he is revealing himself, and he will through your loved one. And just believe that heaven is real. It is a place. They are all cheering us on from heaven. We are here momentarily. So love without measure. Just love as much as you can. See God in others and love them anyway. And just, trust that he is our source of strength, of hope, and of joy. And he will shine through. Our journey is written. God writes us, because in the end, we're going to give him the glory. And that's what this book is about. It's about giving him the glory for such a supernatural walk and everything that he revealed to me to let me know that heaven is there. The kingdom is there waiting for us.
Absolutely. And how beautifully spoken. Betty, thank you so very much. The book can be purchased on Amazon. You can key in Elizabeth Werner, Werner. I will also have it in the show notes, as well as the title, Seeing Heaven Through Her Eyes. A beautiful book indeed. Betty, thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Thank you. I couldn't have done it without your help, Phyllis, and your encouragement and your guidance. You have been wonderful through this whole process. I am so grateful. Words cannot even begin to explain what this means to me and how much your help has meant. So thank you. God bless you. God bless all the ones that read my book. Yeah. Special anointing is going out in it for each and every one to love beyond themselves.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, thank you for joining us today. And if you are ready to write your book and become a published author, go to Phyllis Jenkins, PhyllisJenkins, and join the Authors Academy. We'll be so happy to have you. That the new class starts next month. Also, we invite you to attend the Powerful Journey Women's Conference. The theme is My Story for God's Glory. And it is a 2-day conference. It is April 16th and 17th. You can attend in person, which is in the Dallas, Texas area, or you can attend virtually. Again, you can register at phyllisjenkins.com. All of that will be below in the show notes. And have just a wonderful, blessed rest of your week. Thank you for joining us. Betty, love you. Thank you.
Love you too, Phyllis. Thank you. Thank you for everything. God bless you too.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. If you are interested in being on the show, go to phyllisjenkins.com. You can also sign up for the Powerful Journey Masterclass or the Speakers Academy at phyllisjenkins.com.